Welcome to GLIAC Media Day 2011. I'm J.J. Boehm with a preview of the 2011 Northwood Timberwolves. I'm joined by head coach Mike Sullivan. And Mike, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, J.J. It's a pleasure to be here.
And when we take a look at the 2011 Northwood Timberwolves, I think we start at the quarterback position because you've got a talented one returning there.
Yeah, we're very excited to have Aaron Shavers back again this year, and he did a nice job. He was close to being 1,000 in passing and rushing last year, and so we're very excited to have him back as a quarterback of our offense.
But then, aside from him, you're going to have a lot of new faces out there because I think you graduated 7 starters, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we graduated 7 starters there on offense, and we're getting to rebuild an offensive line, which is pretty exciting. We've got Matt Broom is back on that offensive line, but other than that, we're building it in there with redshirt freshmen and sophomores. The thing I like about a group is they're a hard-working lunch pail group that they'll fight, and that's something very nice to see when you're building an offensive line, and so that's going to be a lot of fun. Running back, we have Cameron Jackson back at fullback, and so we're excited to have him, but we're replacing some of our wing backs that's involved. We had the graduation of O'Neal Thomas last year, and Jimmy Parsons from Midland, and so we've got about 9 guys that are rotating in there at wingback, though, and that's something that you see. We talked about a little earlier. I was talking with Jeff Legney, is that we don't have a lot of times a guy over 1,000 yards because of the triple option aspect and what we do offensively, but we do have a lot of guys rushing for a lot of yards and making contributions on the offense. And wide receiver, we're excited to have Quillen Mathis back. He was medically redshirted last year, and so he'll be back involved in our offense. And Ashton Galvis is going to be a senior this year that'll be involved, and Jack Dakin. So we've got a very nice receiving core that understands the philosophy that they're going to have to block and they're going to have to go up and get the ball, and that's what you're going to have to do to be involved in the offense. So it's exciting.
Talked about Quillen Mathis, a guy who, when he was healthy for you the last time he played, had 28 catches, but 8 of them were touchdowns. So certainly he was a big play threat for you.
Right, he's a big play receiver, and he's exciting to watch. He's somebody who's being looked at the next level to go to the NFL, and so we just got to keep him healthy and let him do the work that he can do on the field. And he's had a great offseason. He's done a great job. And through spring ball and those type of things, we're really looking forward to having him back as part of our program and family.
Switching to the defensive side of the football, that's an area where you do have more experience returning, especially up front. Yeah,
we do. We have Justin Barnes and Andrew Cox back up front, and Antonio McMillan, and Perry Brown is back inside there, and so we've got some guys back inside in the defensive line, and we've got some great depth there. We've brought in some guys to go along with them. And then at linebacker, Spencer Rentema is our quarterback of our defense and does a great job. And Ryan Whittam and Darrell Ward will be involved in there, a young man out of Florida. And so we think we have a very strong linebacker core that'll go along as part of that front 7.
And what do you need to see from your secondary in order to have a successful season?
Secondary, we're looking at getting our corners a little bit more physical and free safety. We've got Fabian Jackson back. We lost Fabian early last year, and so Fabian's back as a safety for us, and he's a tremendous football player, and he leads the secondary. And so we've got a very talented secondary. They're young, and we've got Yannick George, who's a senior back there. But we also have some young guys that are making some tremendous contributions, and so we're excited about that.
Talk to us a little bit, too, about what we can see from the Timberwolves on special teams.
On special teams is definitely an aspect that we pay very close attention. It can change a ball game. It's 1/6 of the games, or 1/6 of the plays that go on in a game. And special teams-wise, we have Tony Height back as a punter, who's done a great job for us. And he'll be back with us again this year. And then we have Alex Faust out of Midland Dow, who transferred from Northern Illinois and came in, and Alex will be working with us at kicker. And then Rudy Fischelli will be our long snapper, and those guys have been together all summer and stayed together in the special teams aspect, and a lot of our guys have stayed together this summer, and so that's a big part of it, and we'll have a very strong emphasis on our special teams.
Well, Coach Sullivan, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck to you and the Timberwolves in 2011.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And we thank you for joining us, and we hope you've enjoyed this 2011 GLIAC preview of the Northwood Timberwolves.